Alright guys, well I guess it's that time of year again. We've got an assortment here of sweets. I noticed that there aren't really any of those little chocolate kisses, I guess you could call them. I don't know. I used to love those things as a kid, but I don't know, the emoji kind of ruined it for me. But yeah, you'll notice that there aren't any of those sweet little kisses, in here for me. But I gotta tell you, that being the case, I feel as though a great weight has been lifted off of me. But yeah, guys, I've got my rant microphone here. Seriously, guys. This happens every year. But is it really already time to start talking about, trick or treat, smell my feet? We've been saying this for decades, but they keep pushing it back. And I get it, I understand. What I usually say, or what I used to say, is that when they start doing this stuff, right? It's already started, and we're already looking that far ahead. You might as well say, Happy New Year! So yeah, guys, seeing that it's that time of year again, Happy New Year. So it looks like I was pleased to find out. A video come up to see that these guys got a new one coming out. Glad to see it. And the video I saw was really recent, and they're the same. They still got it, man. But obviously I've been following these guys for long time. And let's see. I wanted to try and see, it's kind of like an accordion. See that? It's kind of like an accordion. But anyway, so I've been following these guys for a long time. So you can imagine that, I was pretty excited, pretty pleased when they kind of expanded out into like, a full band outfit. That was pretty cool. Drums and more guitars, and horns and stuff. So and I was even more excited when they happened to walk into the shop, when I was working down 48th Street. And man, I got to tell you, they were exactly the way you would hope they were. They were just, super friendly and exactly what you would hope for. I don't know how else to put it. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. But another thing that I wanted to bring up, related to this is that there's a lot of themes in their discography that have to do with Sighyenss, right? And so that's sort of what attracted me to them in the earlier parts, of my journey with these guys. And I thought it was hilarious, putting all of this scientific stuff into the catchy little melodies. I just thought it was cool. But that leads me on to another idea here. I wasn't that great in school. I did all right, but I was one of those guys that was, a little distracted, hanging out with buddies and talking to girls and, playing music and stuff. And so yeah, I mean, I got through most of it, but until rock and roll. But but yeah, I didn't really have any interest in some of the stuff that they were teaching us. And like I said, I just kind of figured out how to get by, legitimately. I didn't cheat or anything like that. But yeah, there was something that, and I really meant to have, uh, the Bobcats book, Mastering Audio, the Art and Science. But I can't find it. I searched and I searched and I looked and I kept looking and searching, but just spent a lot of time looking for this book. And usually I'm pretty good about, knowing where everything is, okay? But I'll find it. I'll find it. It'll turn up. So don't worry, guys. But, you know, this is, I spent all that time looking for this book and I couldn't find it, all right? So, just so you know, guys, this is the kind of thing that I go through for you, all right? Anyway, it wasn't until I think around '07 that I said, okay, I'm going to do this. Because that was right around the time there was the, you could get, I think it was called a toolbox. Anyone remember the toolbox, right? Audio Media 3 card. So, once that happened, I was like, okay, I'm getting into this. And so I skipped the whole analog thing, even though when I was playing, all the guys that I would go in with, we're going down on, we're doing tape. But since I waited so long, which was a good thing, and it was a bad thing, because I waited so long, but it was kind of a good thing too, because I didn't have to relearn anything, right? I went straight to, the O's and ones, okay? When I got into that stuff in about '07 there, I don't know what happened. It just, poof, all of a sudden, it just put me into the world of science, and I was all about it. And so it just took something like this that I was passionate about to really kind of explore how things work, right? And then it expanded from there. Even once I started getting into how things work, then I started getting into all the other stuff that I just was curious about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened, but getting into this stuff really changed my life. Not as far as career or anything, nothing of the sort, but it changed my way of thinking about things, right, and the world around me and everything. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. On the turntable today, we have Meet the Beatles by the Beatles. Side one. Pretty cool, colorful label there for the time. That's kind of cool. Anyway, there you have it, guys. That's what's on the turntable today. So yeah, I think everyone's probably seen this image, seen this album cover. Not much really to say. But yeah, what a way to kick things off, huh? I mean, seriously. Let's take a look at the back here. Yeah, what fun, huh? And yeah, you know, they made sure to inform you that this is a high fidelity recording, and that you could also get it in stereo. So yeah, you know, you've read about them in Time, Newsweek, the New York Times. Here's the big beat sound of that fantastic, phenomenal foursome. Meet the Beatles. And yeah, you know, a bunch of hits on here. Probably heard most of them. 100 million, you know, 4,976 times. But yeah, you know, lots of cool songs. Starts off real strong. But yeah, you know, I do appreciate these early recordings. You know, things got rolling pretty you know, pretty strong later on too. But yeah, you know, there's nothing like these first recordings. There you have it, guys. That's what's on the turntable today. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. You know, I hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice day. One last thing is, you know, going around searching and searching and looking and looking. I don't really remember. Don't really remember where I got this. I was probably, you know, perusing some bookshop, you know, on some street somewhere. I don't remember. So yeah, you know, some pretty cool stuff around here. You know, some photos of making the Strats, right? Making the Stratocasters. But one thing I wanted to show you here is that I ran into this, right? Somebody was taking notes, types of acoustic guitars and types of electric guitars. But then there's this, all right? This is pretty cute, guys. It's a little list of guitars I want by somebody who previously owned this book. He wanted a Rickenbacker 3/4. What does that say? Okay, it says inch neck, 3/4 inch neck. All right, he's a little off on that, but okay. 12 string Rickenbacker, ES 355 TD, old Fender Stratocaster, and a Telecaster. So the Strat's got to be old, but the Telecaster, you know, maybe not so much. Old Gibson Les Paul, okay. Double neck Gibson, Gibson Explorer, Gibson Flying V, Gibson SG, Gibson Firebird, Gibson J200, Martin D41. He wanted a National Dobro. He wanted a Guild 12-string too. He wanted a Spanish flamenco guitar, a classical guitar, and what do you know? After all that, he even wanted a pedal steel guitar. Well, good luck with that, buddy. But anyway, you know, learn how to play that. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of cute. And so I've left it in here, you know, along with his notes that he actually wrote on the book itself. Anyway, guys, just wanted to show you that there too. Yeah.